A very good afternoon. Welcome to UBC Lunchtime News with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, on the 11th of April 2023. In our top stories of the day, the Prime Minister, Karamoja, has directed the banks to do not charge extra fees on parish development model funds. It follows residents of Karamoja district who have accessed the parish development model funds complaining about deductions by the bank. Now, this was during the Prime Minister Kyomugisha's Easter interaction with these people to get feedback on the implementation of government projects. President Museveni directed that each beneficiary household be given 1 million Ugandan shillings at 6% interest per annum. Take a look.
The Prime Minister, Kyomugisha, has visited beneficiaries of PDM funds in Karamoja district and interacted with them on its implementation. The leaders told the Prime Minister that some people have accessed less of the PDM funds, and yet government promised 1 million shillings per individual household. The leaders also say each parish has had 33 people receive the PDM funds.
I was monitoring in those people who have received it. I've got some of them, they have bought, I've got some of them when they have bought chicken, cows, goats, pigs.
Kyomugisha assured the people that no money should be deducted from the 1 million shillings because the government meets all the charges.
Reliably informed here by the chairman that they have so far given 30 beneficiaries. So PDM here has started working and people have bought their inputs and they have planted this season.
The Prime Minister also addressed rallies at Chijwenge, Chiriamasasa, Chirira, Ndongo and Buroko trading centers, where she was briefed about land grabbing by people who have titled land, roads and water. The LC3 chairman, Nalweso Sub-County, Tom Katwesige, told the Prime Minister that over 600 families are living in fear of an impending eviction by one Godfrey Mukasa, who processed it in 2018.
Public land. So
the Prime Minister assured the people that the fraudulent land title shall be cancelled and nobody will be evicted from their bibanja.
In more stories, farmers in Karamoja want security to be deployed around farming areas and protected kraals put around to protect the oxen from raids. They fear that their lives are in danger while in the farming fields, and oxen may be raided by the cattle rustlers. Maureen and Iga have a detailed report on this story.
Karamoja has one long planting season which usually begins from March to May, and currently many people are already planting crops. The current insecurity in the green belts could fail them to take advantage of the current planting season and is likely to increase hunger in the region.
An enemy who has made her fail to go and clear our gardens and cultivate our gardens. I am up to date. The hunger is persisting. It's just because I failed to go and plow my garden. Are you going to weed these gardens with the insecurity? Even if they say they are bringing tractors to plow. Now, weeding those gardens will become more insecure.
The two last seasons and in 2 years, we have never had an opportunity to cultivate properly because of insecurity. So, because this year again, we cannot afford begging for relief from government. And
leaders say some people in Napak have started receiving security threats.
We got, and someone had written a message to one of the community members, letting them know that they are going to attack them. Since then, they are not engaging in agricultural activities, so want this community also engage in agricultural activities this year. But we have sent this phone to ISO. They are trying to track the source, the person who is responsible for this information, and we are going to make sure that this person is arrested and brought to book.
That nobody should cultivate. That if they cultivate, they will steal their food and all that. But we are.
Some want protected kraals re-established.
The community now is asking that security should be deployed to help them to cultivate. People can bring oxen there, and then also to do the patrols in the morning as the oxen are going to the gardens. Soldiers get up, they go with the oxen. As they are cultivating, they are doing patrols in the bushes there.
The poverty cycle within the people. There are fewer people who can afford the tractors right now. So a common person cannot afford. So a person can only afford to use the oxen and the ox plow. And so that's the reason why we are on engagement with the security to ensure that the people, oxen are protected for them to use for accessing their land in terms of cultivation.
Napak Resident District Commissioner Dennis Okori and Nabila Tuk Deputy RDC Jacinta Ayo Othieno say there have been intervention to end insecurity which hinder many people from accessing their farmyards.
Right now, through strategic interaction with the political leadership, we have over 36 detachers across the whole district. And we're talking about a period of 1 year. So where the community demands or where there is need, where we see need, where the wrong elements have been passing, the routes that have been using, we have tried to deploy there so that we disorganize their actions on ground.
To send the army men and policemen to take charge of the people as they do their work, as they cultivate, as they transact their businesses.
The 3rd Division Commander, Brigadier General Joseph Balikudembe, urged locals to report criminals to the security forces.
Location that this is a hideout for the warriors, and this is for the community. So it's a matter of mobilization within the community in collaboration with UPDF. And we pick out those criminals that hide within the community, and the community knows them, and they have to reveal it.
I'm Nafka Farida and Mariniga.
Airtel Uganda has today rallied Uganda media to join the fight against HIV and AIDS by taking part in the upcoming Kabaka birthday run slated for Sunday, the 16th of April 2023. The run is the biggest platform for millions of Ugandans across the country to take part in a noble cause that aims to reduce public health challenges like the ending of the HIV and AIDS epidemic by 2030, fistula and sickle cells. Now this year the Kabaka birthday run is in its 10th year since it was initiated in 2023 to celebrate the life of the Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II of Buganda. The running kits worth 20,000 Ugandan shillings include a vest, a water bottle and a cap. These can be purchased at selected Airtel shops like New Park Chagwe Road, ShopRite Building on Benchwanuka and Toban Center. Alternatively, one can use Airtel Money by dialing *185*#, select payment, enter the amount plus the PIN to confirm the payments, and then pick their kit at the mentioned points.
Tubasaba mwenda mujibu bungi ng'ennaku 16 guno omwezi ku Sande 2 ssaawa 5 Kabaka ajja kubeerayo okutandika gino emisinde era n'okubazaamu amaanyi nti kye tuliko omulamwa mulungi. Omulamwa gw'emisinde gino gwakuyambako okulwanyisa obulwadde bwa mukenenya bwa siriimu okusingira ddala abasajja. Tulabe nti obulwadde buno tubugoba mu Uganda mu mwaka gw'2023.
Commercial break, and we'll be back with more stories for UBC Lunchtime News.
Jerry con. Jerry con. Hey, Master Blaster. Touch him, man. Buy Jerry con with muscle. Those ones who say go for you only. Mundaba. First school fees I teach you. When I go to the musicali, because of the Canada is very far. Is you serious? Is serious you? What? Yeah? Just type it on it. Add kilometers to your legs, and you get your sugar. Will you buy meat from Umaru? And Umaru refuses to give you enough meat. Show him that they don't joke with you.
Okukakaluka n'okulungi kwetaagako omuntu akuyambako n'olwekyo tujja kukuteerawo embeera esaanidde osobole okukola ekisinga awamu teri kitulema. This isn't just a girl. She is the future. This is a teacher, a doctor, a community leader, our future president.
She is the future of Uganda. And as a policy maker, the policies I enact today will protect her from child marriage and teenage pregnancy. We each have a role to play in empowering our teenage girls to protect them from child marriage and teenage pregnancy. Because when we empower them, we empower our nation. Protect the girl, save the nation.
Take action. Report any case of defilement or child marriage to the police or call Sawuti 116.
10 years of supporting health in Uganda. This year, the Kabaka Birthday Run will mark its 10-year anniversary on Sunday, 16th April at Lubidi, starting 7 a.m. and continue the fight to end AIDS by 2030. Buy your running kit today at 20,000 shillings from Airtel shops, Benchuanuka, Fubani, New Taxi Pack, or Majestic Brands office in Bulange Mango. You can also pay using Airtel Money. Dial *185 *5#. Kits purchased using Airtel Money shall be picked from Airtel Wampe or Shop. Proudly sponsored by
The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, under the auspices of the East African Community, will host the 10th East African Petroleum Conference and Exhibition 2023 from the 9th to the 11th of May 2023 at the Kampala Serena Hotel in Uganda. Take full advantage of the investment opportunities in the East African region's vibrant oil and gas sector. To find out more on how to sponsor, exhibit, or attend the 10th EAPCE 23, visit www.eapce23.eac.int.
Glow as you are with the new Spark 10 series smartphone from Airtel in partnership with Tecno. Own the timelines with picture-perfect selfies using the 32-megapixel selfie camera, 256GB storage, G88 gaming processor, and a strong battery to last the whole day. Towakana.
The Spark 10 smartphone comes with free 3GB from Airtel and 100% bonus on weekly and monthly bundles every month for 3 months, so you can stay connected to a world of possibilities. Dial *100*5# to enjoy free data. The new Spark 10 is available in all selected Techno shops countrywide. Airtel, the smartphone network in partnership with Techno. Stop at nothing.
Corporate Games is back bigger and better. Our next outing is on the 16th of April 2023 at Chambogo Sports Grounds. The entrance is for free and we'll have our games running from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Remember, you can be part of the Corporate Games family and experience a number of benefits like annual participation, team building, free exhibition, branding opportunities, full media coverage, and featuring in the Corporate Games magazines. For more information on registration,
stay connected anytime, anywhere, with minutes valid for calls on all networks.
The Communications Commission. Hello?
Hello?
This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey, Kasozi, my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey, you don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother, but I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone, as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it?
Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera, refrain from unnecessary engagements with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Talk with freedom. Get MTN Freedom voice bundles that don't expire. Dial *100 *21 hash or my MTN app for more bundles. Together, we're unstoppable.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. As we continue with UBC Lunchtime News today on the 11th of April 2023. In our international stories, 5 people died when an employee opened fire at a bank in Louisville, Kentucky, and live-streamed the attack on Instagram. Now, the victims were aged between 40 and 64, and among 9 others injured was a Rocky police officer who had graduated to the force just 2 weeks ago. The officer was shot in the head and is still in critical condition after brain surgery. Police responded within 3 minutes and fatally shot the attacker in an exchange of gunfire. The shooting took place at the Old National Bank in the city centre at about 8:30 local time. Caleb Godlet told local media that his wife, an employee at the bank, locked herself inside the vault when the attack began. Other witnesses described seeing the shootout between police officers and the lone attacker. Now in our sports stories, from the late Abraham Kitlutaya, Sam Walusimbi, Sam Sewagudde, William Kamanyi to the late John Nagenda, the Uganda Cricket Association and partners continue to honor its legends. The latest addition to this list is 73-year-old John Ezra Nsubuga, a wicket-keeper batsman in his playing days. The legend was honored with a T20 game over the weekend at the Lugogo Cricket Oval. Take a look as Kyomugisha.
He was the prefect of King's College.
The cricket community came together yet again to celebrate a cricket legend with a T20 game between teams John and Nsubuga, of which Team John won by 20 runs. The legend, John Ezra Nsubuga, is the latest to be added on the long list of celebrants. A wicket-keeper batsman in his playing days, Nsubuga played for the national team in the 1970s and 80s. He also played for King's College Budo before he joined Africa Cricket Club.
It's a really great honor for your friends to gather, give you an afternoon, and say we're getting together to recognize one of us. Cricket meant everything to us in the late 60s, 70s, 80s. When the country was not so stable. And cricket protected us. Cricket was our security. You'll come to cricket and you'll know you are among your people. You are protected. There are economic hardships. You'll come to cricket and one of the cricketers would have set up a market. So you'll shop at good prices for basic foods and things like that, which were not readily available elsewhere. Cricket provided us an opportunity to travel. And when we traveled, you'll come back refreshed, the tension gone out of you. When you went outside, you feel free, you feel this secure. You exhale, I think that's the word to say. When you get out, you exhale. So, cricket meant that much to a person.
The Uganda Cricket Association aims at using these celebratory games to show their appreciation to the people who contributed so much to the growth of the sport, even in the most difficult days.
We started this about 2.5 years ago to recognize, these living legends while they are still alive, right? And I think the motivation was to basically, pay tribute and appreciate the immense contribution that they've made to the game of cricket. First person we've honored was the late Eke Lutaya. We've honored Mr. Sam Sewagudde. We've honored Mr. Sam Walusimbi. We've honored Mr. William Kamanyi. And then lastly, in December, we honored John Nagenda, now the late. So I think the current generation, has a lot to learn, from these, legends that basically, were the pioneers of the game of cricket in Uganda. If you remember, the history of Uganda cricket, it used to be played mostly by Asians and Asian teams until an indigenous club called Africa Cricket Club, came into existence.
Grace Joyce Kyomugisha, UBC News.
That's all we had for you this afternoon. Stay tuned for more programming coming your on UBC TV Inspiring Uganda. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha, and have a lovely good afternoon. Bye-bye.